2. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, this is Vendito. Welcome to game number 2 of the best of 3 series of Agoras Solstice. For those of you asking why it's a different name, it's because it's a different format. We wanted to rebrand it a little bit, specifically for open beta. So we'll be going back to Agoras Risings. Don't worry, it'll be the normal, traditional, run-of-the-mill stuff. But
the next
here we are in the finals.
Agoras Rising EU.
It is. It's gonna be sick nasty.
Sick nasty, fresh, swaggerific.
Match point here. So the boys on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, depending on where you live. For us, it's the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Are up against the ropes here, man. Let's introduce him. J. Leo Grande. With a couple of mistakes. Phenomenal display on the Rampage. Game number 1 and game number 2, we can be the same thing. Imsco, not on that Murdoch, because it's on the other side of the field. Going to be playing that Grimmix instead. So Nazgul again. It's going to be suiting up in the mech howitzer. Reflect on Grux and Peace Turtle again on that Muriel. We'll see what the answer is from Oxygen Esports to deal with the Muriel this game.
Well, we've got Oxygen Esports Rock and Marty Rivia is going to be on Steel. Leighton back on Severock. Cameron on Murdoch.
Cameron.
Talkflit is rocking the Fae. And Be Certified is on his dude.
On his man.
Icky and Scorch. This is his hero, ladies and gentlemen.
This is his main squeeze. This is his bae. All day.
Versus, there are no mirrors. One of the things we implemented in Agoras Rising 8 was 1 ban per team and no mirrors, because get that shit out of here.
Yo,
Am I
burpee.
right, Shane?
Burpee. Nazgul,
Right,
I don't know if he knows that this is happening.
They're behind him.
Tries to knock
He's going to
away.
try and knock himself back. He's got the high ground. He's in a lot of trouble
man,
here. What's he going to do?
No.
What's he going to do?
No. It was a valiant try. Good effort. Not going to be enough. First blood. Nazgul gives it up. And Esports, Oxygen Esports, boys. Going in there, literally and figuratively swinging the hammer and killing that mech suit rabbit. Once again, Imsco and Peace Turtle, man. They love laning together. They always put priority in this red lane. But at the same time, Steel is roaming instead of protecting Cameron on this Murdoch, though. So Cameron has to play a little bit more passively. Is the Steel going to come over here and be a lane support, or is he going to be roaming around with Severog? If he's a roamer, then that's definitely a big switch-up of early game tactics here for Oxygen Esports.
So right now we've got Cameron, who's he's underneath his tower. This is where he wants to be. He's going to
freeze the lane,
totally okay sitting back here, freezing this lane up. He's got his minion wave here. Here comes Peace Turtle and Imsco, so he's going to have to be careful. They don't have a pull or anything like that. Cameron throws off the mine, stuns Peace Turtle, or slows Peace Turtle a little bit. But he's happy right here. I mean, hey, look at me. I'm farming under my tower. Dive me, he says. Come at me, bros. They're not going to do it because they're afraid.
Steel's back here to help him. Marty's here to protect his buddies, so he can feel a little bit more confident here. As far as the mid lane goes, it's going to be, again, Faye versus Nazgul. These guys really don't give up any early game kills to each other. Giving up solo kills in the mid lane is actually fairly disastrous when it comes to winning that lane. It sets you behind on levels, card experience. Your opponent's mid laner gets 5 significantly earlier, and it could really, really snowball out of hand. Last game was a big snowball. For the first 15 minutes, it was just a snowball for Reborn. Oxygen Esports were able to stabilize to an extent as best that they could, as they could, given the circumstance that they didn't have an inhibitor down. So they were able to stop the snowball very, very well, but it wasn't enough. The damage was done, and they pretty much just lost map control and slowly lost engagement after engagement, just being down 1 to 2 card levels. So I think that's the big thing. If I'm Oxygen Esports in between this game, I'm thinking to myself, we can't allow that snowball to happen. Okay, if we're giving up kills, it happens. But we got to make sure we shunt the bleeding early, and we don't allow these early game structures to fall in the same manner that they did in game number 1.
Yeah, and we've already seen early game aggression come out of Oxygen Esports, picking up that kill on Solo Nazgul. I think we're going to see them... It's going to be hard to be hyper aggressive when you've got Leo Grande on Rampage. 2 minutes, we're going to see the black buff spawn. We're going to see that 6-minute engagement. We're at 4 minutes right now, and Leighton is just now placing the harvesters for his team. He only has 1 key, so Marty should rotate off here in a minute and also place that second harvester. But I mean, you look at Leo and farming effectively. He's level 4. He's going to be hitting level 5 here very, very soon.
Just did.
Marty's actually behind. Marty's at level 3. He hasn't hit 5 yet, and that's because he's sharing lane experience.
Yep.
With Cameron.
Gets rooted up. Leighton doesn't have that knockback, but the Brambles are there, body blocking him. Leighton is actually tanking the tower. Solo Nazgul's trying to potentially get a turnaround kill. The boulder from J. Leo Grande has come out of the jungle. Here comes Reflect as well. Reflex catches out late, and they've got the kill, but they might give up a reprisal for it. Level 5 was achieved by that kill, enabled him to level up that ultimate. Knock back Reflect. If Leighton wasn't level 5, he more than likely would have gone down there. So once again, the new
Tox's got to be careful though.
Here. Oh yeah,
Toxic,
he's
on the side of the jungle. He was trying to get away. Leo Grande has just been all over him, like white on rice, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be a dead fairy.
so 1 for 1, right there. Fairly even exchange. All the meanwhile be certified. This is what he does, man. He just stays in this lane until a certain point, pushes, creates map control, creates space for his team. Though, with this sort of strategy, when you have Iggy and Scorch, who's very static and not roaming around early on specifically, those 6, 12, and 18-minute timings that we see contention over the red and blue, the black buffs that happen quite frequently, I think that aim might actually be a little disadvantageous for Oxygen Esports if Cert is going to be that static, because essentially it's going to be a 4v5. But the trade-off for that is you're farming the map a little bit more efficiently, and you're also pushing down a tower potentially. Not the most important tower, but still, you're gaining map control in exchange for giving up the black buff tit for tat.
Did they attack the... Okay, they're going after the black. I was like, did they already give it up? It just
Not
spawned.
yet.
That's incredible.
It literally just spawned, yeah.
It's like, these guys are amazing. Leo Grande is here, though, and so is Solo Nazgul. They're going to pick this up. Are Leighton and Marty going to make a contest this? Talk is coming in behind him.
Peace Oral's not 5. There's no mirror ult right here. That's a really, really big ult that's not online.
And I don't think they're aware of that.
The knockback from the Howitzer is going to interrupt the charge. Jay Leo Grande is going to go in there onto the back line. He's going to look for a boulder. Move along is there. Severog uses the knockaway. He's somehow still alive. The displacement bot from Minsko punishes him. Lives up to his name. They get the kill, smash and grab. Beautiful from Reflect, but it doesn't pull him down barely. Steel ultimate, it's going to hit Grande. That's not the most ideal target. Imps goes very, very far forward because he's okay. He's not level 5, but it's okay. He's not quite timed to dive. The shield is there, but Leo Grande gets pulled in. Great Venus flytrap from Faye right there. Making this a 1-for-1 exchange. A fighter for a fighter. Solo Nazgul. What are you doing, bro? Watch out for the tower damage. Now, Marty Riviera thinking about re-engaging. Smash and grab. He splits the uprights, and he gets both barely. Enough mana Marty has to shield charge away. If he didn't have a little bit more mana, he could have been taken out right there. Imsco now level 5 has the GTFO online. And you better believe they're looking to utilize this level 5 on the Grimmix with both a low Steel and Faye having no energy. They're going to continue to push despite the fact that they're wounded. And they might be able to pick this up. Though, here comes Cert. There is the Flame Belch. Smash and grab is there. Damages Imsco, pops the Tainted Magic as well. Again, though, GTFO is online. If someone gets low enough here, Imsco can just hit that R button like a heat-seeking ball of energy. Just hit their opponent and take him out. But nope, going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. Very, very, very even. I have to say, Oxygen Esports already doing a little bit better job in these team fights. They're looking just this tiniest bit better in the first couple minutes of this match.
That bubble from Muriel coming out of Peace Turtle there completely shut down the Tainted Magic from Be Certified and that Flame Belch. So the value of that card instantly just diminishes with that when that bubble gets popped.
Right.
So again, we're seeing Leo Grande. We saw Talk come in. Talk actually helped secure that kill for Leo Grande because he was caught under that tower. Sorry, my kids just started yelling.
I heard that. I heard that, yes.
They're upstairs playing. They were laughing. Scared the crap out of me. I wasn't expecting it. But we saw Talk come in, use that fly trap, pull Leo back under the tower, secure that kill. I want to see a little bit more out of Oxygen Esports. They have to play a little bit more aggressive this round than they did the round before. And we're seeing them let Reborn dictate these team fights, and that can't happen.
Yeah, I completely agree. That very pointedly said there. Let's go to do 9 minutes. The next black buff spawning in 3 minutes. Reflect's going over to the blue lane to deal with that constant lane being pushed in by B Certified, the Noodle, over on Iggy and Scorch. Another thing, don't forget, guys, Tainted Magic is an excellent tool at shutting down the regen of Leo Grande's ultimate form right there. So not only is it a supplemental damage item, it also has the utility of completely shunting that big tool that Rampage has, that J. Leo Grande has. And Leo was, honestly, I think Leo was the biggest factor as to why game number 1 snowballed so quickly into the hands as far as individual play. As far as the draft goes, Muriel was the one who enabled to do that, but the individual play from Leo Grande, always showing up, getting very aggressive, knowing he can dive towers safely, he can get away with that sort of read, but not being too reckless with it up until a certain point is really what gave them that huge advantage. And I expect to see that same level of play, of just smart decision, smart positioning, and knowing when it's okay to go in coming out of this Rampage player of Grande.
Yeah. Look at all the wards again. I want to talk about it. One,
The
two,
Illuminati's
three,
all
four,
over the place.
5, 6, 7. They've got 7 wards, orange wards.
Oh, Leighton's going in. Imsco using the displacement bomb very, very well.
Be Certified actually gets pulled back by Reflect. He's going to pop his Flame Belch and deal a ton of damage to Reflect. Reflect is going to have to back out there. But Be Certified took a huge spike in damage when that ultimate went off.
That boulder. Didn't have any follow-up, but J-Leo just landed a boulder from quite a ways away. Just showing him what's up. Just showing him he knows how to use that ability real well.
I missed it.
The standoff continues over here. These teams putting so much priority. Nazgul looks like he's potentially getting aggressive here. They know that Be Certified is in the jungle a little bit low, but so is Reflect, so he has to be careful. If Flame Belch was online, he could actually find himself in very, very troubled waters right there, but he's going to get out. And these teams continue to try to dance around Leo Grande with his patented aggression just by himself. You know he has that ultimate. He has that means of escape to get himself on there. And of course, Muriel as well with the Reversal of Fortune. So he can play aggressive like this. Because not only is it Rampage, it's also that Muriel factor as well.
Yeah, the Alacrity, the speed boost, the bubbles, the Reversal of Fortune, it gives him the ability to be more careless, which can also give you that false sensitivity that you can do that. Here comes Leighton, he's going to get behind him, so he's going to get knocked back. Here comes a big Reversal of Fortune. Great! Oh, the move along ended up
goes solo. The point blank long arm of the law right in the face of him. Blew him to bits right there, and down goes 2. Oxygen making a big statement right there. You may have made us look like fools in game number 1, but game number 2, we're coming back with a chip on our shoulder. Beautifully done. Black buff is spawning in 5 seconds. They should be able to pick that up. Not going to have time to make... I was going to say, I think maybe pushing the towers are the right call, but yeah, with Nazgul there, probably not the best idea. Still, at least get the card experience of the black buff, and maybe in between when you have that black buff on Eye Cameron or the Murdoch, create an opportunity for a push. Otherwise, continue to do what you're doing, because right now, Oxygen Esports, I think momentum and psychologically are in a phenomenal spot right now.
Yeah, that was Leighton came in. I thought for sure Eye Cameron's move along actually was going to keep him safe from the knockup.
Yeah.
Reversal of Fortune. It didn't matter. They were able to secure those kills. Talk came in with that fly trap to pull everybody back in and guarantee that Peace Turtle did not get away. Leo Grande thought about coming in. I don't know if you saw him. He was in the jungle looking at him saying, okay, you guys can die. And then he ended up taking off. But really good gameplay coming out of Oxygen right now. We're starting to see aggression, though, come out of Reborn here. They're invading the enemy jungle. They have to be careful. There's the red buff, and it's Cameron. He doesn't know they're there, and he's rotating by himself.
Oh, no.
He's gonna get caught out.
Yeah, but here's Marty. Howitzer, Soul Nazgul. He's in there. Reflect looking for the smash grab. He wants to keep him in there. Eye Cameron's so out of position. He's going to get torn apart. And that's Oxygen Esports going, all right, our Murdoch's down. We can't do much about this. Cut our losses. Give up this red lane, or the red buff, rather. And what they're going to do here is just wait for Reborn to leave, come back in, de-ward, regain control of their jungle. Reflect, he's the one with the black buff, using it very intelligently. Getting the black buff. Is Marty going to go down here? He needs some help. You got to be careful. Brambles is there. Emsco actually takes out Cert. Wasn't paying attention there. Didn't realize that was there. Now the smash and grab. Marty is going to be able to keep himself from getting pulled in. He hugged the wall right there and clinged on for dear life. So that's 2 kills now over to Reborn. These teams continue to go blow for blow right here.
Reborn has done this every time they die. They come in and say, yeah, we're not phased by this, and they go pick up kills. Yeah. They've done it every single engagement where they lose, and then they come in and they instantly pick up kills. I do want to say big shout out to the community here. We're at $600.
Oh my god.
For Agoras Solstice. Thank you to each and every one of you who have donated. We do truly, truly appreciate it. And so do these teams, guys. Again, 100% of that goes to these teams. Absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to us, and I'm sure it means the world to these teams.
These guys are fighting for the cash prize, the cash money, those USDs or whatever currency they use in their respective countries that they live over. But that's Match Arena's job, not ours. That's what makes Match Arena so good. It's like a hassle-free way of doing this sort of thing. You don't have to worry about the legal part of it, taxes, all that other IRS stuff going on there. So, guys, if you run tournaments, I cannot speak highly enough of not only Match Arena as a website and its just functionality, but also the people who run it are very, very great people. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for your help in pretty much helping us start up this grassroots organization, which is, I don't know, man. It's, the future's looking good for Paragon. I gotta say, open beta is bringing that hype, bringing in people, and more importantly, bringing in some damn good games in the finals.
It really has been. Incredible sellout. Way to go, Shane. Way to be a sellout, buddy.
They are not giving us anything. All they're doing is just giving the functionality of their website. That was a genuine, heartfelt statement about Match Arena. Exactly. We're just being good people.
Knock that shit off.
I know. Sorry. You have another burpee. Exclamation mark curse.
Another burpee. Exclamation mark. Not at 420 anymore, boys. We're seeing a lot of aggression come out here. Talk Flit is alone. Leo Grande is going to miss a boulder. There is the slow mines from Solo Nazgul. Talk's going to be able to get under that tower. Perfect knockback from Solo Nazgul. There is the Venus Flytrap. That's not the name of that ability.
2 or 3 more auto attacks.
So low. Is he going to be able to get away? He is not. R2000.
Oh, he's does. Oh, the boulder not there. Oh, now Leo Grande's in a lot of trouble. Forces the ult out. Can they capitalize on this? I don't know if they can. They keep him alive. Smash and grab on Marty, but watch out for the big shield slam. Oh, the howitzer knockback right there was so close. There's the son of the Marty. Everyone's so low on Oxygen Esports. But he's just going back in. Marty's going back in, but he didn't realize that the reversal of fortune was there. He immediately drops to the jungle. Leo knows that he's low. He's trying to pursue him, but Leo's very, very low himself, so he has to be careful. Peace Turtle, one more auto attack. Is the Tainted Magic going to do enough? Peace Turtle needs to shield himself. Nope, it drops off before he goes down. These fights are so very even. They continue to get away, I feel like, with what is single-digit margins of health right here. Icarman's getting aggressive on Solo Nazgul. He uses the knockback. That's the last of energy. He can't do much more. He's going to have to rely on his teammates. Reflect with a smash and grab. Leighton's going to go in there. He's got to be careful. Smash and grab not going to be there. He's chasing him down. Good lord, someone cue the Benny Hill music. He's just going in there this early on. I don't know if this is necessarily worth it. Over here, Imsco's going in here. There's the GTFO. They're trying to get Cameron. They want to get the Undertaker, and they do get him taken out. Leighton just completely abandoned his Murdoch. Wanted the kill on the Nazgul, and Reborn capitalize on that decisively, pick up a huge kill onto the core Murdoch, and they continue to pursue down Leighton. Not sure if they're going to be able to get there. How many people there were able to get away with no help? Oh, okay, and Faye gets a kill onto Imsco. Ranger for a Ranger, tit for tat, eye for an eye.
Somebody needs to tell Leighton not to chase kills. What just... Hello? Leighton? Your team needs your assistance back in the jungle over here. Leighton got over-aggressive. That ended up costing them a kill. But like you said, tit for tat. Talk came in, picked up that kill onto Grim, onto Imsco, the Punisher. They're not going to be able to get objectives here. There was a tower push, I believe, that occurred.
In mid lane, it's occurring right now.
Well, I mean, there was another push someplace else. Another tower died. But, was that
Artie's diving the tower. The shield from Peace Torto, so clutch. If that bubble wasn't there, that was a dead Leo Grande. So very close. Quarter of a second. We're talking milliseconds of margin of error for Peace Torto right there. And he pulls it off. Quick fingers on the Muriel player. Keeps his main tank alive. It did force out the ultimate, but you know what? That's much better than giving up the front line, especially 18 minutes. Black buff has spawned. Already, Reborn's going over here. Reflect's going to pick it up. And they might continue to lay on the aggression when it comes to objectives. Leighton's got to be careful, though, Notch.
Is he chasing again?
Nope, he's just getting caught out. He's dead. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna fall here.
This area right here is like no man's zone. If you don't have a ward in this area, just don't go this area. Just go at 6, 12, 8, 24, 30, 36, so on and so forth. If you don't have a ward here, just don't show up. All the meanwhile, though, be certified. That's 6. Be certified.
It was a troll.
Oh, it was. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know you're bad at math, so I thought you were serious for a second. Be certified should be able to pick up this tower. So, I mean, giving up a Sevarog for a tower, not bad. Not the worst thing, but tier 2 tower.
Are you going to lose a tier 2 tower?
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's the big thing here.
You may get a tier 1 tower, but we've got this super aggression coming out of Reborn still, and you don't have everybody here to defend this tower. You're down 2 people right now.
I think they're just going to give it up.
Certified is recalling, but it's going to be too late.
They can't give up this inhibitor. This is feeling so reminiscent of game number 1, except Oxygen Esports has everyone alive right now. They didn't just get wiped at the black buff. It was only Leighton that got picked off. So they still have their inhibitor. At this point in game number 1, That was an inhibitor falling right there.
Marty, stop it.
But the long arm of the law.
Leo Grande out. Leo Grande does not. He does have his ultimate, so Marty is just chasing to chase as of this point in time.
Shield
the rest
slam.
of his team is not there. There's an ultimate. He is going to hit Leo Grande, but Leo Grande can still pop that off. Here's the knockback. Here's a solo Nazgul going to drop it. Leo Grande does fall. He didn't use his ult. He wasn't going to waste it there. Leighton again. He's up in that front line. He's taking.
Look at be certified by himself though. He needs help. He needs backup. He needs it right now. The GTFO is going to be their IMSCO. The Punisher again. Be certified. Just a little bit too far forward. He thought his team was a little bit closer and was a little less time to catch up to him for reinforcements, and he gets punished by the Peruvian powerhouse himself, IMSCO the Punisher. And 1-for-1 Rampage for an Iggy. Again, eye for an eye right here. If we have a moment, do we have a moment to take a look at the numbers, Notch? Let's break it down.
Go, I'll yell if something happens.
Okay. So, a discernible lead here, specifically on the side of Reborn for IMSCO. 30 card points compared to the 21 of Cameron. Cameron is actually way under-farmed compared for this game number 2, to game number 1. The thing about Grim is if you guys have never gone mano-a-mano 1v1 as a Ranger versus a Grim, the moment Grim is able to get ahead of the other Rangers of his opponent, it's literally 2 auto attacks into a displacement bomb, into a GTFO, and you're dead. And that means Cameron has to play very, very intelligently. Grim is a hero that can just run away with any sort of card lead because of the way he works and the way his ultimate is. So I gotta, if I'm Oxygen Esports, making sure Cameron gets that farm and make sure that he, not only that, but I would consider start building up some energy armor pretty damn soon.
We're gonna see these teams try to stabilize, and you know, you mentioned the one person right now is basically has the lead over on the side of Reborn. Everyone else is all but even as of this moment in time. It's a huge lead for IMSCO, who's on the carry, but the rest of the team is actually doing a really good job staying farmed. Creep score is 274 to 252. They're chasing kills. They need to stop with that. They need to start.
No!
Just no. I need my rolled up newspaper. Stop it. And they need to regroup. They need to reset these lanes, and they need to try and make a calculated push, especially for that black buff. At every 6 minutes, Reborn is there. They're taking that black buff. We need to see Oxygen counter that, make a stance there, make a push there, or push a different lane. Do some sort of counterplay in it when that happens, but they're not. They're letting kills. They're getting caught out, and they're giving up valuable kills.
Certified. That's a Rampage in my jungle. I gotta get the hell out of here.
And they're straight forward.
He's gonna look for the GTFO to catch him out. Not gonna happen though. Ever since they changed it to where GTFO doesn't go, you can't shoot it through walls. Thank God. You got to be really, really smart about locking onto it because there's a delay, a little bit of a cast time on it as well. So, be certified, good reaction times. They're picking up this 20-minute Orb Prime once again. Is Oxygen Esports going to recognize this is happening this time? I think they know, but they know.
They see it. They know it's happening.
Yep. This could be very risky. This could be very, very risky for Reborn. They were able to get away with this in game number 1. I think they know that the jig is up. They're starting to fall back. They don't want to get caught out here. That Orb Prime just
He's certified so actually going to get caught out here. IMSCO and Solo Nazgul are rotating on him.
Oh, that knockback was beautiful.
Knock back. I thought Reflex was going to hit his smash and grab. There's GTFO. Solo Nazgul was going to pick up that.
That's what I was talking about with that lead on Grimmix, man. He's able to do that. He's able to just, that GTFO just did a third of the HP. And what do you do if you're esports here? If you're Oxygen Esports, right? We're not esports yet. What do you do if you're Oxygen Esports right here? Do you contend? Or do you give it up and wait for your Iggy and Scorch to be back online? I feel like both of them are just very, very awkward situations. They're staying around here, so maybe they're looking for the steal. Maybe they're going to pull a page out of your book, Notch, and try to steal it with the steal. We'll see, though. It's down to about a quarter HP. Very tense moment. Smash and grab onto Cameron. That's the target. You gotta be careful. Cameron's very, very low. I don't know. Oxygen Esports, this could be a just disastrous play right here. They gotta keep him alive. He actually has a bleed on him, but he is gonna survive. The Orb Prime is still here. Solo Nazgul gets taken out. So they do take him out. This is now officially a 4v4, but ultimates have been expended. Marty Rivia has to get the hell out of there. Reflect is gonna be an auto sprint here in just a moment. He's gonna look for a smasher. Oh, Marty! He almost got away. He was trying to maybe get away with a quick one out from Reflect, but he's simply too quick on the heels. He's looking for the steal, the knockback from IMSCO, beautifully done. Knocked back any chance of that Orb Prime being taken by Faye. Not only that, secures the Orb Prime for his team and gets a kill. Now Imsco may be caught out of position. Here comes Leighton. He's got to be careful. So much damage. Imsco gets taken out. The Smasher grab on a 2. Filmed away. Be Certified back is alive. And it's trying to use the Flame Belch to knock people away. But Leo Grande, he's got that tainted magic on him, so he has no regen if he does have an ultimate. Leighton gets the kill. Can he get away from Leo Grande, though? He's going to jump up, get up to the high ground, 2 for 3. But all the meanwhile, Peace Turtle has gotten away, getting the hell out of dodge with the Orb Prime buff. So still, even if you are Reborn, you just gave up what I would say with sloppy play, some kills you otherwise shouldn't have gotten given away, but you still have the Orb Prime, you still got that 1200 card experience, and Esports, Oxygen Esports is going to have to make a big stand in at the turn-in, man.
Yeah, we're seeing Oxygen Esports, a different Oxygen Esports. They're not playing like the Oxygen Esports we've seen in the past. There's some really odd calls being made, and they're being punished for it. They have to defend this. They cannot allow this to get turned in. If they allow this to get turned in, and okay, so they've got 2 options. First option is they let it turn in, they try to take out that back line. Second option is you allow it to turn in, you don't fight it, and you just try to defend your inhibitor. Because if you fight this and you lose this fight, that's game.
It could, I mean, if it's not game, it's at least an inhibitor. It's at least an inhibitor.
Yeah, so they have to make the decision. What are they going to do? Are they going to try and counter this? Are they going to try and stop this? You got Leo Grande, who carries the orb. He's going to run up there. He's going to get as close as he can, pop his ultimate, and then dive to get it turned in. And while he's doing that, do you turn around and take out the back line?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's the right call. You let Leo Grande run by, and you try to kill as many in the back line as you can.
Agreed.
And hopefully you do enough damage to where they're not able to take the core.
It may all come down to this. Match point up against the ropes is Oxygen Esports, and they are going to have to play the best that they possibly can. They're putting Murdoch traps down. They're doing turrets. They're laying wards down in case Kalari shows up. GTFO. It's going to get blocked by Marty. That was good. He is sort of the tanky. Cameron's forward, though. Their grind is going to pop it. Going to leap forward. It's going to get turned in. Leighton, I don't know. He may have made the wrong call right there. Prime card is activated. They didn't get decisive. They didn't initiate. That moment of indecision could be the just small mistake that cost them an inhibitor. Imsco's going forward. He's looking for Be Certified. He catches him out. Do or die. Their run is going in. Displacement bond onto Cameron. He's got 3 balls. So he is trying to retain those. Smash and grab onto Leighton. Not ideal. The howitzer knockback was set up preemptively, but he wasn't pulled down to the low ground. So this is the situation we're in, Notch. They gave up the turn-in. They're going to have to defend this here. Honestly, I think the inhibitor is dead to rights. It's a matter of giving up the inhibitor, but getting kills for it as well.
I don't know about it being dead to rights. As long as they don't get hit by a smash and grab, they've got an incredible lane clear with Chalk and Iggy on that Be Certified. You deny this for as long as you can. Marty needs to back up because if he gets hit with a boulder, he's going to get hit with a smash and grab, and that's not what they want to happen. Here comes that big zoning of Nazgul. Plus,
they gotta be
the
really
amazing
careful.
smash and grab. Tons of damage going on Cameron and top right
Cameron's
now.
very low. He's no longer in the fight. Cameron can't do anything. The inhibitor goes down. The prime card just maybe a little bit too much here, ladies and gentlemen. Reborn is trying to end this game. They want that Matcherino prize pool that you guys have so generously funded thus far. They get the kill onto the steal, and now Cameron has no decision, but he comes back in and immediately gets the smash and grab. Down goes Grux, but that's okay. He's done his job. Leo Grande has to stay alive. Everyone's so low. Imsco gets taken out. The Punisher has been punished. Be Certified the Noodle. Can he keep taking these kills? Peace Turtle has only so many shields. How is Oxygen Esports doing this? 3 for 3, but don't forget, even if Reborn do get taken out here, they still have an inhibitor, but Leo Grande has his ultimate up again. Look for a boulder onto Faye. Can Grande do it? Can he get the last kill and potentially get this game in the series and be the victor of Agoras Solstice? He does get it. All of them go down. I don't know if they can push the core, though. They're not able to push the core. These team fights so very close, and Oxygen Esports find themselves once again in very, very troubled waters here. Have to deal with a downed inhibitor or Prime not spawning anytime soon, and they find themselves at a card experience discrepancy, 42 for Imsco, while only 30 on the side of Cameron.
I mean, minus Imsco, the rest of the team, they're even still. Like, I see the huge discrepancy lead, and Imsco's got a huge lead, but you look at the rest of the team, and when you compare that, if we took Imsco off, they're even.
Yep.
It's not like the farm is terrible, but Imsco is just getting so many kills. He's got 105 last hits on Creep right now. Like, I'm watching this, and we're seeing Reborn play the best we've ever seen them play. They are so decisive. They know exactly who their target is.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they want to do. Yes, we saw some weird tower dives the last game, but just the way they're playing and the indecisiveness coming out of Oxygen Esports at that turn-in, they decided not to go for the back line. They kind of hesitated. If they would have made the decision to push that back line and got a couple of kills, they wouldn't have lost an inhibitor, but they backed off. And they let Reborn turn in basically with no contention.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Reborn was
Leo
like,
had to use his
okay,
ultimate
fine.
to turn it in, but that's totally worth it at that point.
But by the time they took the tower, it was back off cooldown.
Yeah, exactly. That's how long of an engagement that was between the turn-in and the inhibitor going down right there. I mean, the Prime card is what enabled them to do that. If there was no Prime card there, they may have gotten the inhibitor, sure, but they would have got completely wiped under it if they didn't have the power coming from the Prime Guardian. But they did in Game 1. Game 2, it's the same story. Just very, very similar stories here with an inhibitor down. A little bit of a card, not a big card discrepancy between the two teams, but just one that, if it was even, could be the big difference maker in winning or losing these engagements. Tier 1 tower, 30 minutes, and not the biggest deal in the world. They might actually exchange mid lane for it, but they got to be careful because they're just going to continue to push. GTFO on Assert. Don't know if that's the target I'm using on Assert. Is so tanky at this. He does have his Toon Barrier. Has that Bane Flesh with the health in there as well. Laying down the turrets. Push onto the tier 2 tower, goes down, and Reborn's not going to make that same mistake they made last game, Notch. They're committing themselves to the tower.
Good decision. Not dying there, not letting Leo overextend. We've got Reflect in the back line, pushing up Be Certified. Be Certified is trying to come in and make these plays. He's got his Tainted Flesh and Tainted Magic and Bane Flesh online. He's trying to do what he can here, but we're just seeing, again, the targeting out of Reborn. They pick a target, that target gets absolutely melted.
So a standoff at an inhibitor. This Reborn can just sit here and be perfectly okay with this because the core. Well, that's not what we meant to do. The core is being sieged. Is soon to be sieged by super minions. They have to give core damage or they have to send someone back and defend this. 4v5. Leo Grande goes in, pops the ultimate. He's tanking the tower. There's a fly trap onto 2. Marty did it good. Imps goes very, very low and need a little bit more help. They need a peel for him. Here comes Be Certified. Can the Noodle do it? Can they pick off Imsco? But he's completely by himself. Down goes Cameron. Down goes Be Certified and pause. Down goes Leo Grande though. Reflect. He's gonna get rooted. A good root underneath the inhibitor should be enough. The inhibitor's still alive. The core is taking damage though. Only a little bit. They keep the inhibitor alive. They get 3 kills. Or Prime is up right here, Notch. I don't know. If Murdoch was alive right here, they could absolutely get the Orb Prime right now. But that kill onto Cameron was huge. Very, very important to making sure that the Orb Prime is not going to be a freebie for Oxygen Esports here.
Do they still try to make a push for this? I mean...
They can't. They have to stabilize. They have to push lanes.
Yeah, they're going to have to push these lanes back out. They're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to watch them. They're gonna have to stabilize these lanes out. Leighton is very aggressive. He's on the Peace Turtle here. Taka's right behind him. They're trying to get this kill on Peace Turtle. If they could pick up another kill on,
this would be
if
huge.
they could pick up this kill on Peace Turtle, it would be massive. There it is. So they've got time to get this Orb Prime.
Yeah, they do. Cameron just spawned.
Right Cameron's just spawned. Marty's pushing the lanes back out. Leighton and Taka, they're gonna have to back and recall and get that health. But do you leave Marty on Prime duty and then you guys go to try and take the Orb Prime without having the incredible gameplay coming out of Peace Turtle on Muriel right now? Do you try and take this right now? This is what you have to do.
I mean, Muriel's was such a huge factor, but I mean, it's too late now. Muriel,
it's the game.
It's too late for them to do it. Muriel's gonna be back in 20 seconds. The moment she spawns, she can reversal of fortune back into the team fight, and already Reborn is setting up a perimeter preemptively, knowing again that this is the biggest win condition for teams, a means of getting themselves back into games. Oh no, this could be disastrous. They can't give up this stagger death right here.
No time. Yeah, they can't.
Faye's gonna go down.
They can't lose stock here.
Yeah. So this might be enough. I mean, 5v4, no Faye for a minute. They could take the Orb Prime for themselves. I mean, we've seen Reborn is not estranged to taking this Prime Guardian without a very large advantage, which they have one right now. Not worrying about that fly trap and that just very annoying tool of Faye. They should be able to pick this up. If anything, they can at least deny the turn-in for Oxygen Esports.
Yeah, I just Murdoch is he wait oh look at Murdoch, he's queued up for the snipe.
Oh, I thought he stole it. That
barely-
was so close. He didn't get it though. That would have been the biggest play of the day if he was able to do that. I literally, my heart skipped a beat right there. I'm not even joking. I literally had a premature ventricular contraction. Look it up.
He was so close.
Oh man, we
Half
haven't
a
seen someone do that in such a long time.
Oh my god! So we have to see a huge defense right here.
Yeah.
This is game. If they turn this in for free, if we see the indecisiveness that we saw the last game, this is going to be game. This is going to be GG. Oxygen Esports has to back off. They are. I'm sorry. Reborn. Brain fart. Been casting all day. Reborn has to back off. They have to reset. Their team was low. Everybody's gonna run a core. They're gonna group up. They're gonna slow push this lane down. They've got super minions, which are minions that were stronger than before. We call them that because they are so much stronger than the minions that were.
I literally just said that one day, and Nosh has been calling them that since.
It's never gonna stop. That they are the minions that are stronger than before.
That's such a hyperbolic, like, it's fine.
You'll be all
fine.
take a breath. So we're gonna see again the slow push down this lane. Do you defend at the choke point, or do you get ballsy and defend at where the tier 1 tower used to stand? Where I mean, if you do that, they can run behind you and turn it into jungle.
Yeah.
But I feel like they need to.
They're picking up the black buff, so they are putting themselves in a situation where they just win the game. They could play this diversion game where Leo Grande falls off from the team fight and just goes back to working core. A Rampage with the ultimate on black buff can just solo the core down.
Big GTFO, it does hit talk on Faye. There's the R2000. They're trying to set up these mines and these turrets. Leo Grande is going to run in. Let him go and just attack the back line. Please, Oxygen, if you can hear me. Attack the back line. They're not doing it.
They're going to try to knock him away. Oh my god, nothing but net right there. He jumped right into it. Leighton was preemptively set up, and this is not what you want. There's the pull in, but immediately Be Certified is going to have to sit right here. He's got to get himself out of this. Solo Nazgul drops forward, knocks him away. Solo Nazgul showing him who's the better caster player, the better solo mid player over here. I think Reborn has done it, ladies and gentlemen. They already have 2 kills. The Prime Guardian strength has been granted to them. Reflect is chasing. Solo Nazgul continues to get kills, continues to get pickoffs. Leo Grande with the black buff. They're going to go in here. Congratulations to Reborn. They have just proven themselves once again the champions of Agoras Rising 8, the champions of Paragon Master Season 1, the champions of Agoras Rising Solstice. Very, very